we go!
Hey guys, welcome back to Nostalgic NES. This is an A to Z series of me featuring certain NES games. We are on the letter B, and for that I have chosen Blaster Master. And this is my original copy I had as a kid. And do you know what? The box is in pretty good condition considering its age. I mean, look at it. Really cool game. So I think I had this for Christmas a long time ago. Well, it was released over here in 1991 and released in Japan in 1988, if I remember correctly, by Sunsoft. Or is it that way? And basically, this was a game where you play as a kid. His pet frog escapes, ends up in some kind of radioactive goo, and then jumps down a hole into like the underground, the sewers, and you got to go down after him. Like in this car and everything. I can't remember what the car's about. Anyway, we'll see the story in a minute. But this was a pretty cool game. You had to like navigate the sewers or the underground world in this car. You could get out and shoot enemies, and you'd have to fight end of stage bosses, and then you'd get a certain item after defeating them, like an upgrade to your car, allowing you to like destroy a powerful barrier then to go on to the next area. It was pretty cool. So yeah, there's quite a few bits of different gameplay to this, which hopefully we'll see now. And I've also still got the original cartridge. And the manual. The manual's not in bad nick. It's a bit bent in a corner by here. But what I found out having a look for this as well, it gives you a map of the stages, and then, well, basically how to progress. It says door to stage 4, door to stage 2. It tells you where the bosses are as well. Mutant boss. So yeah, that's pretty good stuff. I mean, in the days we didn't have access to the internet. The only thing I'll say, this is a pretty hard game, and I've never been able to finish it without cheating. Anyway guys, let's go and take a look at it. Okay, so here we go. Blaster Master. And yeah, this is it. This is the story. See the boy here with his frog. Frog suddenly jumps out and escapes. And it's running towards that oddly placed radioactive waste. Uh-oh. And it's grown, well, not, I wouldn't say enormous, but much bigger. Escapes through a mysterious hole in the ground. The kid falls down. Finds a randomly placed awesome looking vehicle, which happens to have some kind of suit. And here we go. This is Blaster Master, one of my childhood games, and we're setting off in the car. By the way, the soundtrack to this is just awesome. Really good soundtrack on this one. Okay, so you start off in this level. Even though you've gone underground, it still looks like you're like above the earth, because you've got blue sky up there in clouds. So how does that make sense? So this is the car you're in. You've got to be careful because the car can move pretty fast, so you've got to watch your jumps here. These enemies dropping balls. I don't know what these concrete looking things are. They take a couple of hits to kill them. Now if you fall down these gaps onto the grass looking stuff, your energy just gets drained quite quickly and you die. Fallen down there many times in the past. Right, thought I was quicker enough to kill that guy, and then before I jump over him, no, too slow again. So lost quite a couple bit of health there. Yeah, just checking there to see if I had any power-ups. No. But then when these guys drop that P that you see, that's your power, you get some energy back, some health. And going for the little mine cavern thing. Taking out the enemies as we go along. So we're looking for our pet frog. Here we go. See, more trees again, like underground and a bit of... It's strange. So this is one of the features. You can actually get your car. If you press select, then you jump out. You look a so small down here. And you've got to go into these rooms. Oh, look at this guy. Some kind of Terminator thing looking coming towards us. Took quite a bit of energy off me, we got him in the end. Yeah, so you come across these doors, and this is me trying to figure out what button to press to get in. You just press down, there you go. And then the gameplay changes up again, guys. So you've got gameplay of being in the vehicle, on foot like that, and then close up in these kind of sections. So basically you're just strolling around, shooting enemies, and trying to get to your objective. So the objective is to find the bosses in this game, and they are all in caverns like this. However, not all of the caverns have a boss. And this is not a boss, by the way, this is me getting my butt kicked. But so I ran some random. So I only had one bit of health left, and I thought, right, go up to him slowly, keep shooting, back off, and then see what happens. Yes! Then you pick up power-ups at that, power your gunner. And yeah, so moving forward, we're getting back to the car, because that is not our destination. That's just something I wanted to show you guys on the way. And you go deeper down into the caverns. I always remember this game not so fondly, one memory. I remember there's a wasp flying by my arm when I was playing this game when I was a little kid, and I remember my dad saying to me like, oh, don't worry, like, if you don't do anything to them, they won't hurt you. So I just stayed there, not doing anything to it, and it kind of stung me. Yeah, I always remember this game for that. This was the game. Okay, so you also have your underwater sections. Now this is some of the power-ups I got for you. We've got electricity and missiles. So I didn't think this one was going to help me too much, so I swapped in the missiles. And there you go, you can fire 3 missiles. Boom. See you soon. Yeah, so underwater you're a lot slower. And we've got some more pickups here. So carrying on then, guys, we are still heading to our final destination. Well, that sounds a bit grim, isn't it? Underground here. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so to get to the boss, we've got to go to the underwater section to the right hand side of stage 1. I've played this game so many times, but like I said before, I've never completed it. Really difficult game to complete. Okay, so you can either climb the ladder, but it's much faster if you swim up. To the top and climb back onto the ladder again, and here we go. Now this is the area with the boss. So yeah, I always let those things come at me and then go down the screen a bit ready to shoot them. Can't always get them though. Yeah, so you can reach them by there. If you were left-handed like me, then it would have been fine. No. I always kill these guys to see if there's any drops worth getting. Now these little things follow you all over the place. Not the best. And then destroying these blocks. I destroy them all because you never know, once again, what power-ups you're going to get here. And we got these 2 cool things at the end. I thought, right, come on, let's get back to it. There's also a Blaster Master on the Mega Drive. I've never played that one, and I'm not sure if this was a remaster or a new game, or this game was brought out on the Nintendo Store, was it? A couple of years back? So that would be interesting to check out. Such a difficult game though. It gets harder as it progresses as well. And if you touch those spikes, you can kind of guess what happens. You will lose energy. So I was full health there, so I thought, there's no point, let's keep going. And got one of these things again. This guy did take some energy off me, unfortunately. And this is where it kind of messed up a little bit. Trying to kill this guy, keeps coming. Before let's get rid of him, I'm going to pick up the power up. Will not die. So keep firing away. There you go, got a power up. Going to get the shining power. Oh, it disappears. Oh, nice. And we've got another one of these Terminator heads to deal with. I'll be back. There you go, and another power play for your car. I wasn't trying to get through this, so I thought I'd carry on. Lo and behold, we have another spoiler alert. Becomes, here it is, Terminator head. So less room to maneuver. And after playing this bit, I remembered when I was a kid, I just used to run across the spikes, lose one bit of health to get to the boss. Yeah, my adult self didn't want to do that, so lost quite a bit of health. I was looking by here to see if I had any crabs for my gun, but no. Okay, so moving on. I think this will be one of my favourite games to feature for this nostalgic NES series. Right, go on through the door. There we go. And here, guys, that music. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes, it's like a giant turnip-looking brain thing. This is the boss. Now, I thought I was going to die on this one. So, rather than your normal gun attack, you can like press the B button and it fires like a more powerful stream, like I'm doing there. And I thought I'd do that, and usually the boss dies quicker. Right, so down to one hit here. I thought, right, that's it, I'm finished. I thought I'd do my best. Yes, it's not too bad. He's dead. So then he leaves like a upgrade for you for your car. You collect it. Takes you to the beginning of the level. Thankfully, that would be a nightmare. Swim all the way back down, and then back into the car. Because now, if you look up there, it says hyper. We've now got a hyper cannon kind of thing, and our shots have become more powerful. And there is a reason for this. So I'll probably get those missiles back up and running. And before I end this, guys, I just want to show you the reason for having this power. In order to get to the next stage, we have to utilize it. So let's get rid of these jelly-looking fish things. No point in getting it power-ups really, but you know, force of habit. And as soon as we get the water, yeah, a lot more faster. So now these enemies die in one hit. Boom, 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 and boom. Yeah, so a nice bit of gameplay here by me actually. It's not often I can go that far without getting a hit, so. I don't think last time I played this guy yesterday. Yeah, not too bad though. Right, so at the end of here we have a door with some kind of face. It's like a little moustache. Oh no, I can see now. It's like some kind of bird thing. So originally your weapon would not be able to kill that, but once you're upgraded, you can. And then I'm gonna end you guys, but you would go down here to continue the game. Right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.